morning, beautiful divine souls. It's Anna T. Brooks, Sovereign Energy Alchemist, and welcome to the weekly energies oracle card reading for the first week of March, March 1st to the 7th, 2021. Wow, we're here. We are here. And for anyone who's new, I'll explain how this works. However, I just want to start with saying, oh my gosh, deep breath. This is a fresh new energy. It has been intense these last couple of months. I know, in good and bad, all the different ways. This is a fresh new energy, and there's some incredible energies coming up this week already to start things off, which I'm going to be sharing with you. So welcome to everyone who's new. Welcome back to everyone who tunes in every single week. So for those of you who are newer, how this works with my oracle card readings, I use the Work Your Light Energy Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. And I do my own reading version, which is 3 cards where I cover mind, body, and soul. So 1 card for each area. So mind, we talk about the conscious energies, the things that you're going to be aware of, the things maybe going on in your mind, the things you're thinking through, the things that are sort of coming into your conscious awareness. The body is more of the physical, what is happening in your physical presence. This could be within yourself, within your body, what you need to be doing. It could be also situations and people around you, what is actually happening in your physical day-to-day life. And then finally, the soul card, this speaks to the subconscious, the unconscious, the below the surface, those underlying energies that are going on that maybe, if you weren't aware of it, maybe if I didn't point it out to you in this reading, you might not pick up on it until a little bit later, where you'd be like, oh, that was what was going on. Whereas knowing this ahead of time now, and knowing that this is something that's going to be at play next week in these energies for you, this week in the energies in the first week of March for you, having that knowledge ahead of time kind of gives you that boost, I guess, that advantage of knowing, okay, pay attention, this is what's brewing kind of energy. So let's get into the readings. I always share the cards. I love to read from the actual guidebook itself as well, so that you hear what Rebecca Campbell, the actual creator of this deck, intends for these cards. And then I always give my own intuitive spin on it, basically, of what I'm feeling coming through, what the main messages are. And that's really when, you know, some things might stick out to you that might be specifically for you, a little part of the message that might be specifically for you, and you'll feel that if it resonates, right? So as always, I've taken time before recording this to tune in, to ask to connect with source, with spirit, with my angels and with guides, and to ask what is the cards that are to come through in this reading for this week's energy. So I've already pulled them, they're ready to go. Let's get into the information for you. So first card, the mind card. We've had this one come up a few times recently. Keepers of the Earth is the card that's come up, and such a gorgeous picture there. So let me read from the book for you first. So, Keepers of the Earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. You are so supported. You do not stand alone. You have a magnificent team of helpers, both in this world and of the earth, who are here to help you every step of the way. Call upon them for assistance. They are here to help. The Keepers of the Earth acknowledge the work that you've done already and are ready to work through you. They bow at your feet and thank you for taking a stand for them, to devote your life to protecting the earth in your own unique way. It's time to increase your capacity to receive support in the physical realm. This can come in the form of financial abundance, acts of service from strangers, or people flocking to help you and your work. The only thing that's stopping you right now is your capacity to receive support. You deserve to be rewarded for the work you are doing. You do not need to go at it alone. Call upon the Keepers of the Earth to help you and your mission. Open your heart and your mind to receiving more than you ever thought possible. What kind of support do you need? Call it in right now. There's an activation that goes with this, so if you wish, take a deep breath, hand on your heart, and receive. I am open to receiving a whole new level of support for my life and my work, and I call it in now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So this first card, this really speaks to what's going on this week for your mindset, what's going on in terms of the conscious energies. is you're going to feel really called to ask for support in some way. You're going to see opportunities where you can be supported more. This might be in your business, this might be in your personal life, it might be in your relationships. Maybe you haven't felt particularly supported by a significant other or by someone in your family or a friend, and you're feeling that pull to actually ask, to speak up, to say, you know what, I want more, I deserve more, I'm worthy of more. Or it could be to do with your business, it could be to do with your goals, your achievements, where you're seeing that, you know what, I deserve to receive support in this. I'm capable of so much more. I don't have to do it alone. There is so much around me that is possible. And so with this being in the mindset card, you may start to become aware of like, oh, actually, maybe if I just ask this person, or, oh, actually, maybe if I just state this clearly, or maybe if I just make this move and change these things around and speak to people and actually let them know the support that I need, these things can start to shift for me. So you're going to start to become aware this week of how much support you actually have available, and it's your job to actually start reaching out and actually implementing those things. Now the second card is for body. So this is the physical, right? And so the card that's come up this week is take a break. So I know I talked about March, the energy is starting to shift, and like there's this new energy coming through and everything, and there is. I'm going to just go off course for a moment to mention, for the first time in a very long time, and it won't be like this for very long, there is no major planets in retrograde right now, right up until the end of April. So all of March, all of April, all of the big, massive planets that have the biggest impact on us in terms of planetary alignments and astrology and everything, none of them are in retrograde. Everything is full force moving ahead, right? So this is why I think this card is really coming up, and I'll read through the guidebook as always, of course, but I'm really already straight away feeling that this week you're almost going to have a moment while Mercury's still in its shadow retrograde. It's finished retrograde just on the 21st, I think, of Feb, but it's still in its kind of shadow period for a couple of weeks. And as it just comes out of that, as it goes into full forward motion, it's like there's an opportunity this week for you to just take a breath in your physical presence, in your space, in your home, in your work situation, in your relationships, in how you are with other people, in how you treat yourself, in how you're kind of thinking about what are your goals moving forward over these next couple of months with all of this energy that's coming through. How are you going to move forward with it? It's almost like this week you have this pull to be like, okay, let's just take a moment. Let's just take a moment before the full force comes through, because you're going to have a really, really intense and really crazy couple of months if you desire it, right? If you have the momentum to really work towards something, the wind is going to be at your feet. So just before that hits, it's almost like okay, let's just take a small break, a small recalibration from everything that's just happened, and refocus on where we want to go. So I'll read from the description book for you as well. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. It's okay to take a break and enjoy your creations, to take a moment from your busy schedule, to get off the treadmill of life, to appreciate and acknowledge all that you've created, achieved, released, or experienced before rushing on to the next thing, to be in the moment and enjoy where you are, to take a breath and regather your mind, body, and spirit, to recalibrate, appreciate, and celebrate, to decide on what you really want to experience next. If you take a moment, you are not going to miss out. Perhaps you've just completed a big project, manifested something significant in your life, released an old way of being, or just been burning the candle at both ends. Now is the time to take some time out before rushing on to the next thing. You did it. Enjoy yourself and recalibrate. Go on vacation, book a massage, take long walks in nature, go away for a rejuvenating weekend to recharge and replenish. So this is an action card, appropriately enough, for your for your body card, for the physical card, and it says to take a break and breathe, right? Take a break, take a breath. And that's exactly what I was just saying, right? It's almost like that little moment in between where you're acknowledging the energy that's just passed these last couple of months and what you've been going through, what you've maybe released, what you've maybe manifested, what you've maybe worked towards already. And it's taking that moment before that full energy of all of the planets and everything at your feet picks up speed over this month in March and also in April. It's just that moment beforehand to be like, okay, let's just be really clear on where I want to go. Let's just set some things in motion. Maybe it's something to do with your routine. Maybe like, you know what, this is where I'm going now. I'm going to need to adjust my morning routine. I'm going to need to adjust my evening routine. I'm going to need to adjust maybe how I treat myself throughout the day. If I'm giving myself enough time in nature, if I'm giving myself enough time to ground, all of these kinds of things might be questions to ask. How can I physically support myself in this next couple of months as it speeds up, as it moves forward? And then finally, the third card. So this is for soul, the subconscious, the underlying, the brewing energies. And again, we've had this one come up as well. Sisterhood of the Rose. Beautiful picture. You can see all of the sisterhood, right? All of the different beautiful souls there. So I'll read from the deck first. So Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. The Sisterhood of the Rose is a lineage of priestesses and mystics who devoted their lives to serving humanity and seeding light consciousness all over the earth. A cross-section of ancient lineages, it is the path of devotion and beauty. Walking this path means being devoted to seeing and creating beauty wherever you go. The rose symbolizes the heart and the sacred geometry of all life. You're being called to notice the beauty around you, particularly in nature, and hear the whispers of Mother Earth. You're being called to spend more time in nature, as all ancient secrets live there. Mother Earth is constantly whispering. Spend time admiring her creations, and you will be rewarded with insight and grace. You're being called to take a little more time to both notice the beauty that exists all around you and contribute to the beauty of the world in your own way too. This could be through your own creations or in little things like how you dress to picking flowers for your home. Every time you devote your time to creating beauty, you harmonize the planet a little bit more and shift in vibration, and a shift in vibration can be felt. So this is another action card. And so the action is surround yourself with beauty and create beauty wherever you go. So I think this really, there's so much about Mother Earth and so much about connecting to Mother Earth and the beauty of I'm just going to keep saying Mother Earth, right? The beauty of Gaia, the beauty of our home. And it's like that underlying energy that this week, because the take a break card talked about this as well. Like, do you need to replenish? Do you need to go for a walk? Do you need to get into nature? Do you need to ground? Whatever it is you need to do. It's the same kind of thing as when you're doing these things. If you're feeling that little bit of a pull towards, my gosh, I really want to go, I want to purchase those flowers. They're so beautiful. They're just calling me. Or, you go for a walk and you find a beautiful area like in the park or on the beach or whatever it is, and you just feel called to take some photos or whatever it is just to soak in that beauty. Do it, right? This is the underlying energy that you're going to be really feeling pulled towards what it is that creates, that captures the beauty of what is, and at the same time allows you to show your beauty. It allows you to add more beauty into this amazing earth that we live on. So to wrap up the energies, right? So we have the underlying, I like to start with the underlying energy, right? So we have the underlying energy, the Sisterhood of the Rose, talking about this pull towards of beauty and devotion and love, and to just notice the little things that just light you up, that just make you just stare at them with beauty, right? And that pull towards these things. And what you're going to find is that in the physical, you're going to possibly be pulled towards taking a break in that way. Maybe you're going to feel like, you know what, I need to go paint, I need to go draw, I need to go color something in, I need to go take some pictures, whatever it happens to be. It might correlate to that, or it might simply be that right now, because the mindset card, the Keepers of the Earth, is really telling you how you need to be, is in your mindset, showing you how you're going to want to be supported, all the different avenues that you have for support right now to get you to your goals, to get you to your vision, to get you to wherever you want to go, and you're seeing how much support is actually available to you. It's time to take a break and to recalibrate, right? To actually go, okay, where do I want to go next, right? What do I need to do? What maybe routines do I need to implement? What do I need to change in my routines? How do I need to change how I operate, the things that I do? What gets to shift as this energy is building and as I'm leaving behind this energy from the last couple of months and stepping into this new supportive energy, right, where everything is at I'm just seeing like that tailwind, right, the wind at your feet and just guiding you and just flowing with you. Before you do that, take that break, reassess, recalibrate, figure out, where have I been? Where am I going next? Figure out your path, your vision to where you want to go. You don't need to have all of the details, but this is a beautiful week to really go, okay, let's check in with me. What physical support, as well as the mindset, as well as, connections and everything as well as that, but what physical support do I need? Do I need to change something about my routine? Do I need to change something about what I do, about how I do it, about how I communicate with others, any of these kinds of things, right? Take that break and reassess and know that you are so supported, right? You are so supported. Do not be afraid to ask for that support and think about the future in terms of, okay, how is this going to play out? How do I want this to play out in the physical realm, right? So it might be looking at a coach, it might be looking at a healer, it might be looking at some kind of support in that realm as well, where you go, you know what? This is the support I need because where I'm going over the next couple of months, I'm going to need this, I'm going to need this, and I don't have to do it all alone. So it's an amazing energy to start this month in. I'm so excited, and I'm already like buzzing with the energy of what's coming over the next couple of months because I can feel it building and building and building. So this is just prime week to like reassess, to call in the support, to figure out where you're going, and to just really get clear on that so that you know as you go through, you are supported both externally and internally, right? Take that time that you need. As always, I'd love for you to hit like, pop a comment in if there's something that resonates with you. I'd love to know what really hit you there. Always share if that feels good to you as well. I love to hear from you so much. And I will see you next week. Have an amazing first week of March. And remember, live life on purpose.